In this video, we're going to be going over how to build a SaaS SEO strategy that actually drives product signups, meaning free trials or demo requests, and not just traffic. We're going to cover our 5-step process, going over the key parts of this post that you can read in full detail, and using something that's not in the post, which is a couple of examples of this in action with our client Geekbot as a mini case study. So let's get started. Before we get into our 5-step process, let's talk a little bit about what people typically do for SaaS SEO. And that's summarized here. The core part of SaaS SEO that's very typical is as follows: technical optimization of the site and core pages of the marketing site, homepage, feature solution, some landing pages. And those pages and that technical optimization is used to rank for valuable keywords, the buying keywords, high buying intent. And then second, and kind of off to the side of that, what a lot of people do is just produce blog content as like general traffic building SEO. And we think this is flawed, and there's a few mistakes with that. And we talk about that here. First, that first part of only using your core marketing site pages, homepage, feature solution, and some landing pages as the tools to rank for valuable keywords. The problem with that is that those pages can only rank for so much. So if we use our client as an example, Geekbot. Geekbot is a Slack bot that's used to help development teams, but also others, do stand-up meetings, which are these short meetings that development teams and Scrum teams use, where they ask a few questions about what you did yesterday, what you're doing today, etc. And you normally do that in person or over Zoom, so you do it synchronously at the same time. So everyone needs to make time in their day. It's like on the calendar. And Geekbot says, well, we can ask those same 3 questions over Slack asynchronously, and that has a bunch of benefits. You don't need to actually carve out parts of your calendar. You don't need to stop what you're doing. People from different time zones don't need to arrive at the meeting at an awkward time. You can be more elaborate, read them at your own time, and it has these benefits. So if you look at some things that we rank for them, daily stand-up meeting, a great keyword for them, sometime mid kind of top of funnel, but still a good keyword for them. We rank number 2. There's no way their homepage or a product or solution page is going to rank for that, or even the term Scrum tools. Their homepage, we rank number 2 for this. Right? And this is great. This has much more buying intent than the previous one. They're looking for tools to help them execute the Scrum process, and Geekbot is one of them. Your homepage is not going to rank for that, or a product solution page is not going to rank for that. Or a side feature that Geekbot does is best Slack poll app, and we rank number 1 with the featured snippet for that. Their homepage is not going to rank for that. Maybe here you could get something like a Slack poll feature or solution page, but that's going to be really tough. Okay, so that's the number 1 flaw. If you only optimize your SaaS homepage or feature solution or landing pages for SEO terms, then you're going to have a limited number that you can actually go after. So the biggest flaw with that is your homepage is fixed and your product solution pages are fixed. It's really hard to rank for some of these custom keywords that are very valuable. They should be ranking for Scrum tools because it's a really high buying intent term. It's hard to customize those pages to rank for that, right? You're not going to, the entire company's not going to allow you to change the homepage to rank for all of these. And so that leads right into flaw number 2, which is there are a ton of these. We're ranking them in the top 3 positions for maybe 60 different keywords plus. There are a ton of these, and there's just no way, even if you could customize 1 or 2 of these pages, to have them go after all of them. So you need blog posts to do that, but that leads to flaw number 3, which is most SaaS SEO strategies just save the blog for not ranking for buying terms. They view the blog the way a lot of people do, which is, oh, that's just like brand building content marketing. We're going to give helpful advice. We don't want to sell too much in the blog. And we think that that is flawed because if you can rank for a variety of these bottom of the funnel keywords, and this is data from our Geekbot case study, you can get a ton of conversions, way more than using blog posts just for top of the funnel content. What is this? What is that? Ultimate guide to. So our process, and I'm not going to go through each one. You can read our full post to go through the details, but I'm going to give you the highlights. Our process is as follows, and we're going to focus on steps 1 through 3. Number 1, first, figure out what that list of keywords are. I gave 3 examples for Geekbot, but what you should have is a spreadsheet where you go into a keyword research tool and you think through all the actual high intent, high buying intent, the things people will Google to buy our software, not just general purpose things. And we'll link in the description of this video, we'll link to other articles like our Pain Point SEO article that goes through ways that you can actually do this and how to find these keywords, because that's number 1. Then for step 2, just as we've done here, you create dedicated posts for each of these. This is a specific blog post just aimed to rank for Scrum tools. And we have a whole process for doing that, which is when you do that, you need to analyze the SERP, the search engine results page. What is the intent? And figure out how you're going to be better or at least as good as them. And for that, you can read all about that in our separate SaaS content writing post that goes through that in detail, and we'll link to that at the bottom as well. So that's step 2. Then step 3, sell your product. Because if you're writing these bottom of the funnel, forget daily stand-up meeting for a second, Scrum tools, best Slack poll app, those types of keywords, the intent is that the users wants to get into the details of the product. Okay, what are the different features here? What's better? So you need to put your best foot forward and sell your product. That's going to be a big mindset shift compared to how most like SEO strategies for SaaS consider the blog. Oh, blog, you don't sell product. You just give helpful advice. No. If you use your blog properly to rank for these variety of tons of these very specific high buying intent terms, the buying intent means product intent. You need to be able to sell your product in it. After these 3 steps, then you should be thinking about, and it's not after on a chronological basis, but just from a priority perspective, only if you've done keyword to know what your high intent buying keywords are. And you'd be surprised, most people don't even do that. They just have maybe 1 or 2 things. Slack stand-up bot. That's it. That's our only keyword. And our homepage goes after it. And everything else is just top of the funnel blog stuff. A lot of people do SaaS SEO that way. So first, figure out what your full keyword list is. You should have 20, 30 plus. But start with maybe the first 5, first 10. These are the high buying intent keywords. Then have a dedicated page on your site. And it's okay if 1 or 2 of those is from the homepage, if you think the homepage actually fulfills intent and can rank. Again, you can read this post to figure out that. You have a dedicated page for each, and then in that page, you sell your product. So these 3 steps are done. Then these 2 things, technical SEO and link building, are just ways to make sure that you maximize your chances of ranking. But if you haven't done this, then all the technical SEO in the world is not going to turn SEO into a lead generating channel. And all the link building in the world is not going to turn SEO into a lead generating channel. Why? Because what are you ranking for if you haven't done 1? And how are you possibly ranking if you haven't done 2? And how is that possibly converting if you haven't done 3? So you could read this for more detail, but getting this right, knowing the full list of buying keywords, so you're not just going after 1 or 2, then having dedicated pages that really analyze the SERP and fulfill the details of that intent, and within those pages, selling your product, that's the key. Then think about technical SEO and link building as supporters to help boost the ability and the time it takes to rank for those, and you will get trials and demos from your SaaS SEO strategy.